Bryan Broaddus from DallasCowboys.com, and welcome to the Academy Sports and Outdoors Film Room. Well, the Cowboys march on, and now we march on to Los Angeles to take on the Rams, who have been waiting as the second seed here in the NFC side of the bracket of the playoffs. And a great win for the Cowboys to beat Seattle at home. The crowd did a super job with all the whiteout and everything. Congratulations to you guys on that. I know the players really do appreciate that. But now, like I said, it's on to Los Angeles. And I'm going to focus in on a couple of guys that you need to worry about for the Los Angeles Rams. And I say a couple of guys, but there's a lot of guys that you could look at on this football team that you're going to have to deal with. But I think one of the most important ones is Todd Gurley. And Todd Gurley is their primary running back. He is the guy that really makes this offense go. They've got great balance. Sean McVay, the head coach, offensive coordinator, if you want to call him that, the way he calls plays, the way he uses his personnel. I'm going to show you an example of how he uses Todd Gurley. Again, we're all familiar with Todd Gurley and how well he could run the football between the tackles or bounce it to the outside. But let me show you another thing that Todd Gurley is a little bit known for here, and that's catching the football. What we got here is a situation where they've lined Gurley all the way up here on the outside. So they've got an empty backfield now, and they're going to spread you out here. You know, again, they've got the look with the empty backfield, though. They've got the Packers, as you can see. The Packers are pretty spread out across this field, though. A little bit of a tight formation right here, though. But as far as what's going to happen here, they're going to bring Gurley across and up and then across the formation right here. And then what you're going to get is all kinds of routes going to the inside here to set up picks. The Rams are going to make the Packers have to chase Gurley through all this trash right here. And as I show you the play, as I run it for you forward right here, here you go. There's the snap. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. That's exactly what I was talking about here. Look at this. Right there, right there, right there. Everybody, all the Packers are going this way. But what's happening is the most dangerous player is coming this way. And so they're setting things up. And what's going to happen is he's going to end up all the way out here with all this space because you got guys chasing the play. This is a great design by the Los Angeles Rams. And again, I'm going to run it for you forward here. Watch right there. Dump the ball. Boom. There he goes. Show it for you one more time. Look at all the Packers, the flow, everything about it. Everybody flowing with the ball. Now the ball comes back underneath. Todd Gurley, all he has to do is run into the end zone. Again, going to show it to you real quickly there. Just give you an idea about Gurley, though. Underneath, here's the ball, all the picks, all the routes. Then he's got the ball and going to the end zone. Very dangerous player right there. Okay, when you talk about their defense, and there's, again, like the offensive side of the ball, there is a lot of guys that you're going to have to deal with on this defense. And, you know, everybody talks about Ndamukong Suh, you know, right here. He's, you know, a load to deal with inside. You talk about Fowler, who they got from Jacksonville, who was a bust, high pick from Florida, playing well. But the guy you need to focus on the most is right here, kind of hidden, and that's Erin Donald. And Erin Donald will play as that 3 technique or the under tackle. In the scheme, the Cowboys scheme, you hear me talk about it quite a bit. The guy who lines up traditionally on the outside shoulder of the guard on either side of the ball here. He could be, you might see him over on the left side again. Then again, you might see him over here on the right side. You might even see him all the way outside here sometimes. They do some scheme things where they'll take him and put him at one end, put Suh at the other, and then kind of work some games from there. But I want to show you just a little example. This is the Seahawks game from November, and I want to show you this is going to end up being a massive twist stunt. And where did the Cowboys give up a sack this last game against the Seahawks? It was on a twist stunt. I have a little purpose in mind why I'm showing you this, because the Cowboys manned the stunt instead of passing the stunt. And so I'm just going to show you what we're going to get here. I'm going to run it for you. You see, I pointed out, though, where Donald is. You're going to get the snap, and then watch everything. Okay, look how massive that is right there. Look at that right there. That is some big time twisting going on inside. I'm going to stop it there. Look at that. It's coming this way. It's coming this way. And then you're getting the hard outside rush right here on Russell Wilson. Plus you're getting a linebacker walking up and it's going to blitz right there. So as you can see on the outside, they're going to play man coverage. And now they're going to run this massive twist stunt inside. Look at this. Look at that coming all the way. Russell Wilson, what we talked about last week with Russell Wilson, get his eyes, see his eyes are downfield. Now he's starting to look at the rush. Now he's starting to feel the rush. That's a problem right there. This is some of the things that have happened to Dak Prescott is when things happen in the middle of the pocket, it tends to get a little muddy for him. And it's the same thing with Russell Wilson. Massive twist stunt coming from the inside. Erin Donald, now look at this. I'm going to stop it right here, right there. Look at that. Sweezy, the guard, is just in terrible position to handle that stunt. And look at the push, though, that Donald's going to be able to get inside here on the quarterback. That's the thing. He's a short guy, built low to the ground, and he's just going to keep running. And that's going to give Sweezy some problems. Look at that. Look at the way he finished. Nowhere really for Russell Wilson to go right there. Tries to get out of the pocket, can't do it. Got so much going on in front of him, though, that the Rams are able to get him on the ground. But a lot of it starts because of the front, but really because of that guy right there. Now, I went back and watched the Cowboy game last year with Donald, and the game was played week 3 of the season, and they moved him around quite a bit. You saw him over Zach Martin. Jonathan Cooper was playing guard at that time. They used over Cooper. I guarantee you Wade Phillips is going to go at whatever the weakest link is inside. If it's Connor Williams starting this game, if it's Suafilo, they're going to put Erin Donald on that guy. And whoever that guy's going to have to play well. Keep an eye on how that materializes during the game. You might see Joe Looney sliding that way, but again, Erin Donald even gave Zach Martin a couple of problems on some of the rushes he had. So big test for the Cowboys on both sides of the football. That's really the way it is in the playoffs, though. The more you win, the better the teams get. The Rams are an outstanding football team. They've had their share of struggles too, though. Cowboys defensively could give them a lot of problems with the way they play, but again, it's going to be about defensively. Can you make sure you stop Todd Gurley, control him in this football game, and then can you block Erin Donald up front? So that's it from the film room this week. Hey, join me next week, one way or another here. We'll come back, maybe break some things down, talk about the Rams if that's the case, or we might be looking on to hopefully to the NFC Championship game and that opponent. So I'm Bryan Broaddus, and again, thanks for hanging out with me today.